Hello guys, this is Vaish. So today is day 14, May 21, and we'll be doing R. Sharma part 2, again ancient history, which is very important for your UPSC prelims. So this quiz will go for 50 days. If you are a student who is seeing this episode for the first time, please watch from day 1. Everything is put in a single playlist. So you will be able to revise at least 250 MCQs free of cost. Okay, and this is part of the bigger test series of around 7,500 MCQs, which my students are studying. Okay, so you will get to see 250 samples here, and I will take MCQs from every subject. Okay, so you will not have any doubt before choosing Vaishya for your success. Our Vaish Courses channel have started a new initiative of daily news update, and that will give you exam oriented points about news headlines which you keep seeing. Okay, these kind of things comes in WhatsApp, but it will not be relevant to your exam. So what is relevant for your exam in that particular topic, okay, that hot topic which happened that day, that will be covered in a 6 to 8 minutes episode every day. So if you support and subscribe, we will do this every day, else the frequency will reduce. Okay, so please see to that you go and check out this today itself. This is the episode today, uploaded just few minutes back. And whatever we discussed today, ancient history, is part of pack 2, where 16 history test is there, and this will cover your entire NCRT, like ancient, medieval, modern, from R. S. Sharma, Satish Chandra, Spectrum, and Nitin Singhania, Art and Culture. Okay, so see to it that this pack is available with you and you clear this exam with ease. Today's first question: which is the correct order of different eras? Okay, there's different eras which was there, so you have to arrange it from old to new. The oldest one you have to write it first. So Vikram Samvat, Shaka Samvat, Gupta age. So you should know the timeline of these historical eras. 321, 213, 231, 123. Your answer is 123. It is given in the correct order only. Vikram Samvat timeline is around 58 BC. Saka Samvat timeline is around 78 AD. And Gupta age is around 390 AD, 19 AD. Whenever you learn something, try to relate India's timeline with the world's timeline. Yesterday, when I was doing Israel Palestine video, the Israel empire, okay, it was what is it, destroyed. Jerusalem was destroyed for the final time in 70 AD. At the same time, in India, here Saka Samvat is going on. So that kind of relation, if you have in mind the stories, then it will be very easy for you to answer timeline related questions. Okay, because UPSC will not directly ask whatever MCQs we prepare for you. It will only ask a portion of it or a different twisted version of it. Okay, but what we give here in the options and examples and explanations, that will help you solve the question which UPSC ask. Okay, so see to it that you by heart this 58 BC, 78 AD, and 319 AD. Okay, VSG. Second question: which of the following ancient sites are matched correctly? So different valleys are given: Soan Valley, Maharashtra; Belan Valley, Uttar Pradesh; then this Langhanj, Gujarat; and Adamgarh, Madhya Pradesh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these sites are there in your R. S. Sharma textbook, and I have taken video lectures for that, which is again free of cost in our channel. Because you are not subscribing, we have kept on hold the Satish Chandra medieval history portion. So entire thing can be studied for free for UPSC if you just click subscribe. So see to it that you subscribe and let us know. And entire UPSC coaching is going to be free in the coming days. So here answer is 2, 3, 4. The Soan Valley and Belan Valley are Paleolithic sites present in present day Pakistan and Uttar Pradesh respectively. Okay, so the Soan Valley is not even in India right now. Okay, so that is why that was asked in this particular question. Belan Valley has artifacts recovered from timeline, later timeline as well. Then this Langhaj and Adamgarh are Mesolithic sites present in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh respectively. Okay, so this Gujarat is right, Madhya Pradesh is right, this Uttar Pradesh is right, but Soan Valley is in Pakistan. And history optional students, please see to it that you by heart like what is what. Okay, like these two are Paleolithic site and these two are Mesolithic site. Like that Neolithic site also you have to know. Ashoka sites you have to know. Harappan sites you have to know. Everything will be pinpointed and asked, and you have to write two lines about each of this site also. Okay, other students just need to study the location or maybe one or two important facts about it. But others, history optional students have to be able to write descriptions about these things. Okay. This is a revision chart. Many students ask me like what is revision chart who are new to this channel. We give at least 250 revision charts for 2021 students, and for next year batch we are planning near to 300 charts. and this will be a summary of what you already learned through the test. That means this alone may not be sufficient for you to understand the topic. Okay, but if you have studied it once, then for last minute revision, this will help you. Okay, that is why when students ask for revision charts alone, we sometimes don't give, because students buy these things and then tell like, sir, I don't understand what it means. You don't understand because you didn't study the theory of it. So that is why you have to read the textbook, do the test series, and then only open the revision chart. Okay, and that is why this is given at the end of the test series also, because if we give it at the earliest point of time, people will skip the textbook and directly jump into this. So this is an example of revision chart of prehistoric times. If you see Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, Chalcolithic and Iron Age with the timeline, what is its other name, what is the kind of livelihood, what are the tools they used, and the important sites. Okay, and the majority of questions will come in the rightmost column, and this one, livelihood. Okay, this is where questions comes. So this is about the revision chart. Now Shraman tradition mentions about Parivrajaka. Okay, meaning enlightened one, conqueror, homeless wanderer, forest dweller. And if I am right, I think Parivrajaka was asked in 2020 exam as well. 2020 prelims, there was 3-4 words which keywords were given, and it was like match the following, and you had to find out what is Parivrajaka. So here the answer is homeless wanderer. And Shraman tradition gave rise to Buddhism, Jainism, Charvak and Ajivika. Okay, so you have to know all these things, which is like very important. Every year, 1 or 2 very, very difficult question comes from Buddhism and Jainism. Okay, earlier it was to be easy, but after 2016, UPSC like exhausted out of these questions and they don't know what to ask. So they are troubling you with very, very factual points which you cannot find directly in R.S. Sharma or maybe directly in Satish Chandra. It will be there in very rare textbook. And that the coaching institutes are cashing by that. They are telling, we will give you a new textbooks, we will give you a new this thing author, we'll suggest you, and they'll make you buy again a 500 rupee, 800 rupee, 1000 rupee textbook. But please don't do that. Whatever you can study from the basic books, okay, NCERT, R.S. Sharma, and anything else which is like your own notes or any video class which is free, that you watch. Beyond that, please don't go and buy books and books for ancient history, medieval history, okay, because it is a never-ending topic. Okay, this keywords and meanings and all Sanskrit terms and all, it will never end. So please don't overdo the studies. You will waste time. Instead, invest your time in Spectrum. Invest your time in Lakshmikant. Invest your time in environment and science, because from there more questions will come compared to art and culture and this kind of things. Okay, Buddhism, Jainism, maximum 1 or 2 questions will come. For that, you don't have to read an entire thesis on Buddhism. Okay. Which of the following is false about religions under Satavahanas? Okay, so 1 is false, 1 of them, and 3 of them should be true. They were Brahmins and supported the Varna system. They started the practice of granting tax-free villages to both Brahmins and Buddhist monks. They were against the paying fees to Brahmin priests and condemned all sacrifices. Nagarjunakonda and Amravati became important seats of Buddhist worship under them. So there's a chapter itself called Satavahanas in your R.S. Sharma textbook. So please see to it that you have studied that. If you have studied that, this is a very, very easy question. Simply search in YouTube, okay, Vaishya IAS R.S. Sharma lectures. You will get a playlist of at least 27 videos, I think. So here, they were Brahmins and supported Varna system is correct. They started the practice of granting tax privileges to both Brahmins and Buddhist monks. That's also correct. And this Nagarjunakonda and Amravati, okay, in the Andhra region, that became important seats of Buddhist worship. That's also correct. But they were against paying fees. Okay, that is wrong. They did pay huge fees for sacrifices performed. So it is R.S. Sharma, chapter number 16, okay, of whichever edition I have taught you. Now, Yavanapriya, in the context of foreign relations of India, in ancient times, refer to Indian silk, Indian theatre, Indian pearls, Indian pepper. This is there in your NCERT as well. Okay, I remember while teaching NCERT. NCERT lectures are also free. Class 6, 7, 8, 9, I think I have put history lectures for free. Class 12th I could have planned, but as I told, your subscriptions and feedback was very less. If you do that, I will do that also for free. So please watch today itself. And this is a very, very easy question because it is directly picked up from the NCERT. So here it is Indian pepper, and it is there in R.S. Sharma chapter 18 as well. So please see to it that you go and revise. My students who have the PDF with you, revise the remaining 95 MCQs, because this is only 5 MCQs of the 100 MCQ test, and Tomorrow I'll come up with the next episode. But make sure you go and watch today's hot topic news in Vaish Courses channel. Thank you and have a nice day.